Fayose versus Makinde. Is the PDP heading for another internal crisis before 2027? Political disagreements are not new in Nigeria. But when two of the biggest figures in a political party begin exchanging strange words publicly, it often points to a much deeper problem. That is exactly what many Nigerians are seeing following the latest comment by former Ekiti State Governor Fayose, who has vowed to teach Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde a political lesson. Fayose's warning came after months of growing tension between both politicians, who were once regarded as close allies within the People's Democratic Party (PDP). But beyond the personal disagreement, this development raises important questions about the future of the opposition party ahead of the 2027 general election. Is this a fight over respect or political relevance? One of the first questions many people are asking is whether Fayose's outburst is really about respect or about political influence. For years, Fayose was one of the most influential PDP leaders in the Southwest. Even after leaving office, he remained a major voice in regional politics. However, in recent years, Makinde has emerged as arguably the most powerful PDP governor in the Southwest. As Makinde's influence has grown, some political observers believe older politicians may feel their relevance within the party is gradually diminishing. Fayose's statement that it should not be taken for granted may therefore reflect concern that its political constitution are no longer receiving the recognition they deserve. A battle for control of Southwest PDP. Another angle to consider is the struggle for control of the PDP structure in the Southwest. Political parties are often controlled through networks of loyal supporters, local leaders, and delegates. Whoever controls this structure usually has significant influence over party decisions and candidate selections. Many analysts believe the disagreement between Fayose and Makinde is gradually a battle over who controls future elections of the PDP in the Southwest region. This is especially important because preparation for the 2027 election have already started behind the scenes. Could presidential ambition be the real issues? There is also growing speculation that future presidential calculation may be contributing to the crisis. Makinde has increasingly been mentioned among politicians who could play a major role in national politics ahead of 2027. Whenever politicians begin to attract national attention, political alliances often changes. Former allies can become competitors. Supporters can begin choosing sides. Political camps start emerging. This is why some observers believe the disagreement between Fayose and Makinde may not just be about today's politics, but about future ambitions. Why internal party conflicts matters? Many Nigerians may see this as just another political quarrel. However, history shows that internal crises have destroyed the chances of many political parties. In many elections, parties loses not because their opponents are stronger, but because they are divided from within. When leaders spend months fighting one another, they often neglect the real task of convincing voters. This has happened repeatedly in Nigeria politics. The PDP itself has suffered from internal division in the past. Therefore, if this disagreement continues, it could weaken the party's chances in future elections. What message does this send to party members? Another important issue is the message this public confrontation sends to ordinary party members. Grassroots supporters usually expect their leaders to work together. When senior politicians begin attacking each other publicly, supporters often become confused. Some members may become discouraged. Others may switch loyalty to rival camps. In some cases, party members even lost completely for other political parties. This is why political parties are usually encouraged to settle disputes internally rather than through public exchanges. The bigger winners could be rival parties. While Fayose and Makinde continue their disagreement, rival political parties may be the biggest beneficiaries. Every minute spent on internal battles is time not spent on strengthening party structures. Political opponents often take advantage of such moments to attract dissatisfied members and expand their influence. This means the outcome of this dispute could affect not only the PDP but the broader political landscape ahead of 2027. Is reconciliation still possible? Despite the strong language being used, reconciliation remains possible. Nigerian politics has a long history of politicians fighting publicly and later working together when political interests align. Many political observers believe senior party leaders may eventually intervene to prevent the crisis from escalating. The PDP leaders understand that maintaining unity will be crucial if the party hopes to remain competitive in the future election. Let's move into the conclusion. At first glance, Fayose's warning to Makinde may appear to be a personal disagreement between two politicians, but a close look suggests something much bigger. The controversy highlights growing struggle over influence, leadership, party control, and future political ambitions within the PDP. As Nigeria moves close to the 2027 general election, this dispute could become an important test of whether the opposition can manage internal differences and present a united front to voters. For now, Nigerians will be watching closely to see whether this political disagreement ends in reconciliation or develops into a full-scale battle that reshapes Southwest politics. This news analysis is brought to you by Star J's Media. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, put on your notification bell for more trending news analysis.